Do you like adjectives? Big Bad Toy Store has twice as many adjectives as some other leading toy stores. Click the link in the description below and never buy from stores with minimally modified names again. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Polynian Emil. So yes, here we have another Polynian. This one is Emil, often marked as Emir because Japanese language has weird things with R's and L's. I don't really know what the deal with that is, but it is a thing. If you are looking to pick up a Polynian, this is generally the cheapest one. I don't know, I guess maybe people just didn't like this one as much. But I think he's pretty cute, and if you do like Polynians, I think he's certainly worth adding to your collection. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Emil. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Of course, Polynians are standard Japanese 1/12 scale figures, so they are shorter than American 6-inch scale figures, but still bigger than 3 3/4-inch figures. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Emil. Moving on to our 360 spin, Emil is wearing a schoolboy kind of uniform. It is brown and sort of a creamy yellow color. Not a color scheme I would generally be fond of, but it's kind of growing on me. Then he's got this cool transparent red tie with a little music symbol on it. I like that. And his crotch is a little floating piece, so if you do remove that, you can see he has the standard bulge that male Polynians tend to have. And the rest of his body is just the standard white skin with gray joints. Very reminiscent of all the other school outfit kind of Polynians. And he looks perfectly acceptable. I have nothing to really complain about there. Head sculpt wise, Emil has his brown hair. Hangs down in bangs in front of his head, and he's got his little ear cups with the angular bits coming off of them. And if you don't like the ear cup bits, you can take those off and see if you like him better without them. I personally prefer for them to still be there. Then he has 3 faces. He has his ooh face, his winking face, and his open mouth happy face. All of the faces are done pretty well, and I have no real complaints there. Articulation wise, you get your standard Polynian articulation, which means you've got your big ball joints everywhere. Hinge and rotation in the head, hinge and rotation in the shoulder, hinge and rotation in the elbow, hinge and rotation in the wrist, hinge and rotation in the chest, hinge and rotation in the hips, hinge and rotation in the knees, and hinge and rotation in the ankles. So you should be able to get them into plenty of cool poses. Accessories wise, Emil comes with a few things. He has 3 sets of hands, he has 2 fist hands, 2 open palm hands, and 2 holding hands with the fixed pegs. Then he has his hat, which matches his outfit. It has his name on top of it, and it has 2 little dangly bits that are articulated. He has a sort of gun, which also matches his outfit and can be held in his holding hands. He has his bag, which can be pegged into his back, his hip, or held in his holding hands. He has this little red bracelet that matches his tie, and that can be put around his wrist. And lastly, he has the standard Polynian foot peg stand, which he can stand on, but he does not require it to stand up. Then sold separately, you can get feminization parts for Emil. You get them in painted and unpainted versions. You get a little ponytail with a glossy red bow in it, which can be placed into any of the 3 holes on his head. And you get a replacement crotch piece that does not have the bulge on it. So if you would prefer for Emil to be a girl, you can buy these if you so desire. Packaging wise, you get your standard Polynian packaging, Robot Anthropinae Polynian logo up there at the top, picture of the figure, name for the figure, Diabity Productions down there at the bottom. If you open up the panel on the front, you get some pictures and some Japanese stuff that I can't read, a big window to display the figure, and then on the back you get some pictures and poses and some screenshots from the visual novel. As always, these are good for in-package display if you prop open the door, and of course good for out-of-package display. And that wraps it up for Emil. So until next time, goodbye!